Okay, so sometimes you'll have line art that's already been digitized or digital. In this case, I have some line art that's in Photoshop, and you can see it's pretty high res. We can kind of keep zooming in here, and we get to several 100% before you even start to see the traces of jaggies or jagged edges there, or pixels. So I'm going to start with this line art, and occasionally you're going to want to change something about it. And I'm just going to randomly say I want to change the way Mickey's foot is positioned here. So an easy way to do this is to make a selection, and there's many ways to make a selection. Everybody that's had Photoshop has probably found different ways to do that. And I'm just going to use the lasso tool this once with the mouse. Okay, and so I'm going to copy this, edit, copy. So I've got a copy of the foot now on the clipboard, and then I'm going to fill this area with white. So I'm going to edit to fill, and I'll fill that area, let's see, with white. Okay, so that's where the foot used to be. I've got the foot on the clipboard. I can now come back and I can hit edit, paste. And by default, whenever you work in Photoshop, it wants to put things right dead in the center of the screen. So we have to kind of move it, and I'm going to play around with the position of this. So I'm going to go to free transform, and I think I want to try and make the foot positioned so it's like he's tapping his foot a little bit, and I need to go ahead and move it up, try and get it positioned like so. Try that again. Like this. Try and move it to position it like so. That's a little bit better this time. And like he's tapping his foot. And so we have modification art. Now, if the art that you wanted to modify was sort of a wholesale modification, you could redraw the foot. I only have a mouse and a keyboard. Those of you that are used to using a pressure-sensitive tablets, you may want to go ahead and use that because you can set the sensitivity of the brush. But I'm going to take the brush, I'm going to set it for black. I'm going to kind of come in here. I'm going to adjust my brush size at this point, and then I'm going to try and draw with the brush tool to kind of imitate the art style. And then maybe I want to make toes in Mickey's shoe here. No good reason for that. But. Now, one of the problems with this is that I don't have a pressure-sensitive tablet, so I can't really use brush strokes that are variable in weight. But you can see the process of modifying this. So I have the artwork changed the way I want it before I bring it into Illustrator. And types of things that I've been asked to do professionally when I did stuff like this was maybe an expression on a character's face might need to be changed, or in one case, the line art had a child with a frightened face, and the publisher didn't want that to look that way, so they asked us to change the expression on the child's face to something that was smiling, so we changed the mouth area. You'll do that on occasion. You'll have artwork that is pretty close to what you want, and it's not exactly what you want, and so you'll use Photoshop to change it.